Hello and welcome back to Who Died Today. In today's tribute, we honor Hollywood icons who were born on November 13th, and in recent days talents who left an indelible mark on the entertainment world. These stars didn't just act, they brought stories to life, created unforgettable characters, and inspired generations with their resilience both on and off screen. From gripping TV dramas to timeless film classics, their legacies continue to influence the industry today. If their memories touch your heart, please give this video a thumbs up to help keep their stories alive. Let's celebrate the lives of these unforgettable legends. Number 5. Doug Sheehan, the heart of American daytime TV. Doug Sheehan, born on April 27, 1949, in Santa Monica, California, grew up surrounded by the golden beaches and laid-back lifestyle of Southern California. But beneath that sunny exterior, Doug was driven by a relentless ambition to make something of himself. His early years in Hollywood were filled with struggle and sacrifice. He often recounted how he had to take on multiple jobs, including waiting tables and working as a delivery driver, just to keep his dream alive. When he finally landed the role of Joe Kelly on General Hospital, it felt like all his hard work had finally paid off. His portrayal of Joe was full of warmth and vulnerability, a reflection of Doug's own deeply empathetic nature. Fans adored him, tuning in daily to follow his character's journey. But Doug's biggest triumph came when he joined Knots Landing as Ben Gibson, a character who was constantly torn between his professional ambitions and his love for his family. Doug's performance on Knots Landing was celebrated for its authenticity, but behind the scenes, Doug was battling his own personal conflicts. There were times when the pressure of the industry made me question everything Doug once confessed in an interview. He struggled with balancing his work commitments and his personal life, feeling the weight of always needing to be perfect for his fans. After years in Hollywood, Doug decided to walk away from the spotlight. He and his beloved wife Kate found solace in the serene town of Bighorn, Wyoming. Doug found peace in simple pleasures, hiking in the mountains, working with his hands, and giving back to his community. He became a quiet but active philanthropist, supporting local charities and volunteering at food drives. A neighbor shared, Doug was always the first to lend a hand, whether it was shoveling snow for an elderly neighbor or mentoring troubled youth. Despite the health challenges he faced in his later years, Doug remained a pillar of strength for those around him. On June 29, 2024, at the age of 75, Doug Sheehan passed away peacefully, surrounded by the love of his family. Those who knew him remember him not just as a talented actor, but as a humble, kind-hearted man who used his success to make a positive impact on others. Number 4. Bill Cobbs, the gentle giant of Hollywood. Bill Cobbs' journey to stardom was anything but conventional. Born on June 16, 1934, in Cleveland, Ohio, Bill was the son of a construction worker and a homemaker. His upbringing was modest, but his parents instilled in him the value of hard work and perseverance. It wasn't until his late 30s that Bill decided to pursue acting, a dream he had kept hidden for years. He often joked that he was a late bloomer, but once he entered Hollywood, he quickly became a familiar face. Cobbs became known for his heartwarming portrayals of fatherly figures, bringing depth and wisdom to every role he touched. His portrayal of Del Paxton, the wise jazz musician in That Thing You Do, was a standout. He infused the character with such authenticity that audiences could almost hear the pain and joy of a lifetime in every word he spoke. Cobbs once said, "I didn't start acting to become famous, I did it because I wanted to tell stories that mattered." His most beloved role came in Night at the Museum, where he played Gus, the lovable yet grumpy night guard. Children and adults alike adored his character, proving that Cobbs had a unique ability to reach audiences of all ages. But what most people didn't know was that behind that warm smile was a man who had faced countless rejections and hardships. "There were moments when I thought of giving up," Cobbs confided in an interview. But then I remembered why I started acting in the first place. It wasn't for the applause, it was for the chance to connect with people. Bill's wife, Jane, was his unwavering support throughout his career. Their love was one for the ages, grounded in mutual respect and understanding. On June 25, 2024, at the age of 90, Bill Cobbs took his final breath in Riverside, California, with Jane holding his hand. Hollywood lost one of its most genuine souls that day, but the lessons he imparted through his work continue to inspire countless aspiring actors. Number 3. James Sikking, the badge of honor in Hollywood. James Sikking's journey is a testament to the power of persistence. Born on March 5, 1934, in Los Angeles, James grew up in the shadow of Hollywood, dreaming of one day making his mark on the silver screen. But breaking into the industry wasn't easy. For years, he struggled to find his footing, taking on bit parts until he finally landed his breakthrough role as Lieutenant Howard Hunter in Hill Street Blues. Lieutenant Hunter was a complex character, tough, rigid, yet surprisingly vulnerable. Sikking's portrayal was both intense and nuanced, earning him critical acclaim. The role required him to dig deep into his own insecurities. "Howard was just a mask," Sikking once said. "Playing him allowed me to express parts of myself I didn't even know existed." But the success came at a cost. James often struggled with the demands of fame, finding it difficult to separate his work life from his personal life. His wife, Florine, became his rock during these trying times. "Florine kept me grounded," James admitted. "She reminded me that there was more to life than just the next role." Despite his struggles, Sikking continued to deliver unforgettable performances. His role as Captain Styles in Star Trek III: The Search for Spock showcased his versatility, proving he could handle more than just police dramas. On July 13, 2024, at the age of 90, Sikking passed away in Los Angeles, surrounded by his loved ones. He left behind a legacy of characters that continue to resonate with audiences today. Number 2. Valerie Hobson, the Queen of British Cinema. Valerie Hobson, born on April 14, 1917, in Larne, Northern Ireland, was a luminous figure of British cinema's golden age. Her beauty and talent made her a natural fit for the big screen, but it was her portrayal of Estella in Great Expectations that truly captured hearts. The role required both elegance and emotional complexity, something Valerie delivered with effortless grace. Yet Valerie's life was far more dramatic off-screen. Her marriage to British politician John Profumo brought with it intense public scrutiny, especially during the infamous Profumo affair in the 1960s. Despite the scandal that nearly ended their careers, Valerie remained loyal to John. "Loyalty is a choice you make every day," she wrote in a private letter, "and I chose to stand by him, no matter the cost." Her decision to step away from acting was one of sacrifice. Valerie dedicated her life to supporting John and focusing on her family. In her later years, she became an advocate for mental health, using her own experiences to help others. On November 13, 1998, she passed away peacefully at the age of 81 in Westminster, London, leaving behind a legacy not just of cinematic brilliance, but of resilience and compassion. Number 1. Robert Stevens, The Shakespearean Tragedy. Robert Stevens, born on July 14, 1931, in Shirehampton, Bristol, was a force to be reckoned with in the world of theater. His role as Sherlock Holmes in The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes remains one of the most nuanced depictions of the iconic detective. But it was his performances on the Shakespearean stage, particularly as King Lear, that showcased his brilliance. Despite his towering talent, Robert's life was marked by personal demons. His marriage to Maggie Smith, though passionate, was tumultuous. Robert had this ability to make everyone laugh, Maggie said, but inside, he was fighting battles no one could see. His struggles with alcoholism often left him feeling isolated, even when surrounded by adoring fans. Toward the end of his life, Robert found some peace. Being knighted in 1995 was a moment of redemption for him. During the ceremony, he confessed, "All I ever wanted was to be remembered, not just for my acting, but for trying to be a better man." On November 12, 1995, Robert Stephens passed away in London at the age of 64, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire actors to this day. These legends, died on November 13th, remind us that behind every star is a human being, someone who laughs, cries, and faces struggles we may never understand. As we celebrate their lives, let's honor their legacies by remembering not just their achievements on screen, but their strength, resilience, and humanity. If these stories moved you, share this video to keep their memories alive, subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories, and let's continue to honor the legends who shape the world of entertainment. Thank you for watching.